Let's play Homage the Hoop.
Homage the Hoops, man.
Always.
Episode 3. We got a special guest with me tonight, man. We got my brother, man, Frank Hassel. Junior. How you doing,
Junior?
How you doing, brother?
Lil Frank.
How you doing?
Frankito.
Dude, I seen that nigga been in Uruguay and shit.
Espanol, Frankito.
Niggas been overseas and shit. How you feeling, brother?
I'm good, baby. I'm good. Chilling, blessed. We blessed, man. We blessed.
So this something new I like to start with, man.
Talk to me.
This something new I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna ask all my guests this one. Who was the first motherfucker you seen around here that made you say, I gotta take this one serious. I can't keep playing, just going to the rap. Who was the first motherfucker that made you say, I gotta get in the gym? I gotta really work on my craft.
First motherfucker I played against,
and
like,
you
versus.
Like, yo, this nigga's nice. This nigga's nice. From around this era. Who was the first motherfucker?
The first ass whooping I ever got on that goddamn court that made me think, all right, it made me walk home like, all right. I was like a 10, 11 years old, young folk from Austin Smith. It was Tank and Tony P.
Tony P from motherfucking Harvard Park. Shout out Tony P, man.
Already. Tank and Tony P. It was
Tank, goddamn, boy.
We played 2-on-2. You know, had us out there and told me to play against them. They went to work, boy. I said, you know
Where you was at?
I was at Mama Sis house out Deep Creek. Camelot Rat.
Camelot Rat, and them boys was up there.
I spent a lot of early days out Deep Creek, and then after that, I ran when I got deep, but I ain't know about the game then. I ain't really play like that.
You was just balling.
And I thought I was the shit. My aunt said, yeah, bring your ass. I know some niggas that got nothing to get at you. Boy.
Tall. Them
motherfuckers. Boy, remember like it was yesterday. You know somebody whoop your ass so bad you got nothing, you can never forget it.
Them niggas on your ass.
They on my ass.
Like, so that's crazy. So let's talk about who put the ball in your hand, Frank? Who the one that put the ball in your hand?
You already know that, Pop. Since I was born, I got pictures with the ball in my hand. Yeah. The same type shit.
Pop, Frank Hassel Senior.
Yeah, right. I had
shout out to him.
Paper.
Put the ball in your hand. So what?
Give me that goddamn light.
Yeah, go ahead, light up. So you getting that basketball in your hand. What made it stick? What was it like? You know what? This the one, man.
What made me love? How I know I love basketball when I first loved it? Bro, it's so long ago. I don't know. It was like kind of love at first sight when I was in diapers, bro. Honestly, bro. I don't know. I grew up watching, you know what I mean? Early era, I caught the early Jordan days. I remember as far as back I can remember, but
you remember that finals? 98, you know, Utah.
See, come on, man. This nigga throwing out dates and some more shit. This motherfucker, boy.
You saying, goddamn, you remember the early days and shit?
Yeah, I remember early Jordan days. He used to get his ass whipped by the Pistons and shit.
Yeah, definitely.
I was a baby then, though, but yeah. Yeah, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Basketball's always been there, bro. Since we had we was playing backyard in the mud. I used to play in the mud when I was a kid. Yeah. In the backyard.
Yeah, you had the court.
Bro,
court
it was a fucking 5x5. It was like a little boxing ring type shit. We hooping.
Yeah, the court back there.
Yeah, bro.
So let's talk about the rat, man. You know how the rat went.
River shit.
Ain't in River Rat, bro.
Boy, I lost so much goddamn lunch money in there, boy. Bet.
Boy, the rat was a place where you hone your skills. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you better learn to lose. You better learn to lose.
How was it going to the rat, bro?
Bro, back in the day, bro, competitive, bro. Competitive. And then you not even knowing it. First of all, everybody from the river, you know Chesapeake, you know what I mean? It is what it is. When I was younger, middle school, I was quiet. I was quiet. High school, I was quiet. A lot of others, I used to get bullied and shit. You already know that. I used to have to fight my way to some respect.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I'm at the rate every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? That type shit. So as far as hooping was, it was just an outlet for everybody. Everybody was hooping. Everybody. And I was tall, but I wasn't the tallest until like late high school.
Right.
So you had to learn how to do something.
And let's talk about that. Like all the characters we were running to at the rat. Like a lot of people don't even know about Mike Scott being at the rat.
Yeah.
You at the rat. Steve Plaza coming in there sometimes.
Plaza was at the rat.
You got damn Tony P.
Pulled up sometimes.
You got all these guys
from Chesapeake,
pulling up.
Hooping.
Whether it's in the river rat, whether we going to Camelot, like you say, Camelot, whether we going to South North.
Yeah, Rivercrest.
Come on, man. All that shit. You know what I mean? Wherever we was going.
We was in the gym, 30 deep, 35. You lose one game, bet you got a squat.
Chill.
Bet you mad as a motherfucker.
Beverage. You got you finna be waiting.
What?
So let's talk about that. Like in the moment, did y'all like at that moment, like we all in high school, middle school, did y'all realize like, damn, we got something special and you playing with these type of guys? Like, did you realize that? at that moment?
Bro, I done met so many people along the way, and I'm pretty sure other people say the same about me, because, I mean, you think the grass is green on the other side, so, I mean, you always thinking. But I done met so many people, goddamn it. With this basketball shit, it's just networking, bro. I done played with so many people all over the world. But as far as the structure that was happening, I was not aware of shit that was going on back in the day. And what was building me, bro, when I go to other places and hoop, I feel like I'm the best player on this court, because I feel like I was hooping. Y'all ain't hooping each other, but y'all ain't been through what we've been through. And anytime somebody might fight, we don't give. That's what, bro. I go to a high school game tomorrow. And anytime, and it was just toughness. It was just toughness, and you can't win if you ain't tough. It's just what it is as far as the sense of on the court. Now, outside the court, you can do what you're going to do. Whatever your situation is. But when you come on that court, it don't matter where your background at or whatever, like, you better know how to fight. You better know how to hoop. Right. You better know how to goddamn. Right. You know, I'm going to elbow you in the fucking face, I'm going to go get that rebound.
And that's just what it is.
Bro, I lost lunch money, bro. I ain't eating that lunch just to get this nigga back. I got to get back.
And that's that rec shit. Mr. Mike, Mr. Devin, all them motherfuckers watching these wars go down. Malcolm, rest in peace, Mr. Malcolm Johnson.
Blessings up.
Watching these goddamn wars go down.
But then it made a lot of us closer. I would say that. I know a lot of my childhood friends still talk to today, man. A lot of guys I went to high school with, middle school with, hooping with them outside, indoors. It's made us tough, I think. On a global scale, it's why I feel like I'm different, because of what I went through with everybody and what we were made of. You know what I mean? I just had opportunities to travel and do things with it. But honestly, bro, if anybody would have focused and homed in on the skills that I homed in on, I think anybody could have did it. I'm gonna be real with it. Yeah, we some of the toughest motherfuckers on the face of the earth. That's what I believe.
So how'd you feel about, you know, we talking about the rec and all that. How you feel about Indian River Middle School? You know, coming in that circuit.
Boy, he taking me back.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you back down the road.
20 years.
Yeah,
God damn.
You were number 45.
I remember I had the
2
long
elbow
socks,
pads and knee pads,
the goggle shit.
Like
damn.
Patrick motherfucking Ewing out there. Hey,
I was trying to get it, no owner.
That motherfucker was
Fuck
moving.
you talking about, nigga. Give me that goddamn light. I was trying to get it.
We had a regular old Patrick Ewing out there. What are you talking about? Talk to me. We got some comments.
He said, I remember hooping with his younger brother. They always be talking about his older brother in practice.
Shout out Corley. Corley played JV when I was at Road. Hey, that's a funky white boy on the court. You hear me? Corley. Shout out Corley Greenbrier action. That boy can get it in. But yeah, his brother, we all know what Joe can do out there. But let's talk about that Frank. Let's talk about that middle school. Who you played with? Keith Simmons, he was coaching at the time?
Keith fucking Simmons.
Shout out to Keith.
Used to tie his fucking shoelaces so
Choke
fucking...
his motherfucking Stacey. And Stacey Adams was hollering about the goddamn tunnel. He was choking them motherfuckers.
Them ankles were secure. You heard me? He used to lace them. It used to look like you supposed to do that shit like that. Bitches was secure. He wasn't twisting shit.
How do you feel about his speaking of you know, Keith Simmons, how do you feel about because I hear a lot of different stories with that Keith Simmons. How do you feel about did you learn anything from it as far as a coach?
I mean, honestly, from me at this, you learn from every situation, right? You learn from every situation.
Right.
So at that age, I had to go through a lot of adversity. Again, I was not one of the better players. So I got cut 7th grade. And last time I brought it up to him, last time I said, you cut me in 7th grade. And he was like, well, no, I didn't. Bro, you're supposed to cut me. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough. Right. Cut me. It's okay. But it's like, it pushed me. I didn't quit. I don't quit. If I really want to do something, I'm not going to quit. Yeah, I'll take the L. Yeah. But, I mean, that's for me, that's what that was with him. Now, as far as X's and O's, I don't remember one play we ran. I don't remember what he told me. At this point, he's just trying to win some games and keep kids out of trouble. So it really won't, it was just being a middle school coach. While I'm in that, I didn't really know. I'm just trying to make the team, stay on the team, and maybe get a kiss or feel on somebody, titties.
Right, you want the accolade.
You know what I mean?
You want the sad accolade.
Now, looking back on it, yeah, the basketball knowledge at that level, other places I've seen more. You know what I mean? I've seen more. But what he had at that time, he gave us. You know what I mean? I commend him on that. What he had at that time, he gave us.
I can respect that. Do you remember who you was playing with?
In middle school?
Yeah, that every year?
My Jesus. I remember Toriano Moody because he could dunk.
Yeah, that
And I'm like, why the fuck are you in middle school?
Like, low as a bitch. And he was low as a mother. Shout out T Moody, man.
I remember Moody.
That little LL Cool J looking motherfucker. That nigga could play. He was just an athlete.
In middle school, folks. In middle school.
We talking about a guy that he ain't no bigger than 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, he got bounce, athletic. And I remember, who else I remember?
Steve Keller.
Yeah, damn, what? Kelly, what? It was my goddamn right-hand man high school, of course. I remember Big Daryl Elliott. He was a center. He played football, too.
Yeah. Daryl Elliott. Shout out Daryl Elliott.
Who was a point guard? I know in high school it was Keith and D-Block.
Shout out D-Block.
Already.
D-Block, goddamn.
I don't remember my middle school point guard. I don't remember nobody from that middle. Jarrell fucking Jones.
Jarrell Jones, man. Motherfucking.
That's
shout out Jarrell Jones,
dog.
man. Jarrell Jones. Hey, he was the first motherfucker I go to the rep. And I was like, is this Michael Jordan? This motherfucker used to be the first nigga could rock the motherfucker. Fully rock the motherfucking cradle. Bah!
Bro.
Look back at that motherfucker. Shout out Jarrell Jones, man.
I can say this, for my middle school years and my early child years, he was one of my best friends, bro. I can say that. And he never, I maybe heard him say 7 words in 6 years.
Yeah, he
never talked. But this was my dog. I'm like, come on, let's go. Jumper was from goddamn God. He had a jump shot from God.
A pro style form.
My Jesus. But he just never talked. Like,
yeah, he was very.
So he was just himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was
good people.
Derrick Rose before Derrick, like the demeanor. That nigga demeanor was definitely like. That motherfucker had a
straight face. He had dunk on you with a straight face on.
I remember, boy. Shit. I remember we played AAU. Jarrell Jones, if you listen, he'll remember this one. We played AAU at the rep, and that motherfucker. We was playing against Michael Johnson and his son team from the beach. I forgot who it was, but we was playing. Oh my God, Jarrell Jones go baseline. Don't jump, motherfucker. He piped on the motherfucker.
He was athletic, man.
We talking about this 9th grade, 10th grade. You know what I mean?
He was about 6'1", 6'2". Like I said, certain opportunities. Certain opportunities given. Like I said, I was playing basketball players all over the world.
Right.
That had that.
So let's talk about that then. Now you building onto your game. Let's talk about going into 9th grade, Indian River High School. We got a fucking Lassane coaching. Lassane is coaching. Can you remember?
I remember he was a technology teacher. So I'm like, why is a technology teacher telling me about basketball?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. That's what I used to think about Lassane.
Right.
But he had the respect because he was a coach, and then he
he had a couple of good players.
He did his thing, I guess. I don't remember the records or whatever, but then he cut me again 9th grade year. And I mean,
how was that?
Getting
cut again. It's like every time you come, your first introduction to the school, you cut.
Getting cut. I mean, it hurt each time, but I mean, at that point in that year, I was trying to find myself. And again, like my 9th grade year, I had more issues off the court than on the court. Like I said, bro, I was quiet, cutting to myself. But if you knew me, like we was kicking it. You know, we was kicking it. But then, like you was in middle school at the time. In high school, that 9th grade year, like I was going through a lot of off the court issues as far as socially. Like I was getting bullied.
Right.
I'm telling you, I would walk. You know the cut between walk home the cut. I got 30 niggas waiting on me to whoop my ass. You see the stories, until I decided one day say, nah, fuck this. Next nigga try, boop, got one, and I took off on his ass. So now that's different. So I had to go through that step before I can get right to see what's up on the court. And I had so much shit going on. You going through puberty, different changes, I'm still trying to rub on a titty, man. Let me get a titty. You know what I mean? Come on.
You want to
tell that story? Figure this shit out.
You want to tell that, Tim?
I gotta figure this shit out. At 9th grade, that's what you thinking about. Real shit, though. You can't control
shit
yourself.
Is on you.
So all that shit going on, basketball, I was just happy to play rec, and I was just enjoy playing at the rec.
Right.
And I didn't see no way to take it serious until Lil Vince. Shout out to Lil Vince.
Shout out to Vince Moore.
Mr. Moore, he became real tight with my pops. We played with the Nighthawks. I remember BJ James. I was with them.
The Nighthawks,
Nice. Yeah, we had a lot of talent on that team.
Nice program.
We had a lot of talent on that team.
Had a couple of motherfuckers.
But then that was 9th going into my 10th grade year. I caught a little growth spurt. So when I caught that little growth spurt and I did okay with the Nighthawks, and I was around other niggas that like it was hooping. And I was playing against some people that got getting looks and okay, so this guy's here. And like I was I wasn't one of the best, but I was in the mix.
Right.
And you know how my pops was,
Mm-hmm.
and you know how bad he wanted it.
Mm.
So I think that played into a lot of it, and then like I was enjoying that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I remember I wanted to quit after I got cut from varsity my 10th grade year because I thought I was gonna make varsity. I'm like, I'm playing varsity.
Right.
I think I'm ready, and I got cut my 10th grade year from varsity, and I wanted to quit. Bro, I had full body cramps, bro. What the fuck you want me to do? I never did, like, my back tight.
I ain't go this hard before.
Bro,
Body ain't been through this shit.
Bro, I can't even sleep. I got
6 mixing ups. You would order this motherfucker. We would go to this motherfucker here is a crazy motherfucker.
I used to go crazy.
How his diet? Oh my God. I'm glad. This nigga here.
Had a gut from
I'll
hell.
never forget it.
Had a gut.
A 6'5",
a whole bag of Reese's cups I needed.
Heavy set motherfucker.
What?
This motherfucker, we would stop at Taco Bell, and he literally look his mama and father and say, 6 Mexi melts, please. 2 salt taco. What?
6 of them dishes. Rolled up.
6? I'm like, the fuck? 6?
I want bullshit.
Yo.
I want bullshit.
I'm telling, hey, this motherfucker put it away. You know what I mean? So I was just, amazed about that. So let's talk about that though. You say you didn't take it serious until now, well, you got cut. Excuse me. You got cut.
Yeah. So the 10th grade.
From the varsity shit.
Facts. But then again, like no one there knew about dieting though. No one like
it wasn't about one.
Yeah, my pops wasn't a athlete at that level. My mom wasn't, and like no one in my family was at that portion there. So no one could tell me you need to do this. It was just me. You probably know how we get it in.
Mm-hmm.
So when it came to that, I got cut and I wanted to quit. And then I remember vividly Pops. He took me for a ride that night and he explained to me about what life is. What truly life is. And he said, if you really, really want it, don't you ever fucking quit. And I was hurting. I said, I don't know. He said, bro, you gonna play JV. Go through your steps. You gonna play JV. And I'm gonna be there every game. Don't you ever quit. And we rolled through fucking military circle all the way down. That's the one thing I was blessed with. I had a pops that would take me for a ride. You know how long military circle is.
Oh, yeah, sir.
I'm in military highway.
Yeah.
We rode that bitch all the way down, straight yard. And he's telling me what life is, breaking it down for me. Because he went through the processes. Yeah. So I had that. So I didn't quit. Had a decent year JV, but you know what I mean? They used to get on my ass. And
rightfully
then,
so.
Yeah, you're supposed to. I ain't know no better. But then at that point, Mabry came. And then he bought Coach Hammond.
That's
and those are two of them.
How was that transition? That's just day and night at this point. You know what I mean? Now it's getting the click for you.
That's when I probably the guy you see today, that's when he was born that day. When I first met Chavez Mabry nut ass.
Chill Mabry. Shout out to Chill. That boy there. Hey, shout out to Chill Mabry, man. I done heard some of the realest stories in my life.
There.
From this Richmond
that
ass,
nigga right there.
Ass nigga, man. Shout out to Chavez.
Give me that light.
Super Chill Mabry, man.
Coach Mabry, this for you, man.
And he used to always tell us, don't do that.
Don't smoke. Don't smoke.
Hey, look, one thing, I'm going to say this. Mabry just say shit to scare you. It make your bones dense. I didn't say shit to that nigga. Nigga like, what? I just like, Mabry, do what?
Boy.
Not this last, Jay. And smoke that motherfucker.
What?
That nigga Mabry just say shit to make a nigga just be scared of marijuana. Didn't he, man? But he was a good guy, you know what I'm saying? He was a good guy.
Man.
How was that? How was his impact on you, you know what I mean?
Everybody has their flaws. Everybody has their greatness in them. Like, no one's perfect. Like I said, everyone I've met gave me what they had with what they had. You know what I mean? So in the sense of what Mabry gave me, bro, he gave me a heart. Like, he gave me okay, I know I can do this. You know what I mean? Because again, I'm going through this down moment. Pops could tell me but so much, but yeah, he wasn't an athlete at that point.
Right.
So when I first met Mabry, it was a summer game. We didn't even have a coach at this time. And then it was summer league, and then we went down to North Carolina, and we played against Mike Scott and D. Creed and them boys. I remember Mike Scott used to go fucking bananas. Yeah. So it's one of those games, and fucking we had a tournament, and then goddamn it, Mabry came out the stand. We was getting our ass whooped about 4 or 5 games in a row. He came out the stands, huddled, was like, look who's short nigga. He said, I'm your new coach. I've been your new coach. I ain't want to tell you. I just want to see what y'all gonna do. Y'all some pussies.
Straight, his first time ever contacting y'all.
Yeah.
Coming straight at y'all, motherfucker.
We know. He said, "I've been in the stands watching y'all the whole time. I'm your new coach. I ain't tell y'all you new coach. Y'all some pussies. Fuck is y'all doing? You gotta go hard. You gotta want this shit. Y'all don't want." He's in everybody's face like it's a fuck, like cause that cute all shit. He think we online and shit. He going hard, and then we started having meetings, and then he said he gonna restructure it, and then I remember we sitting in the meeting room, and of course at this time you got the best players at Riverwood. Who was it? Greg Brown.
It's 05, yeah.
Boy, 04 probably. Keese, Philip Skeet. Boy, that's what dude. I gotta remember. I remember they're my brothers. J. Kyle, my motherfucking brothers. If I go to goddamn Big Blue,
DJ Bell there,
DJ fucking Bell, damn right. All them boys was there. All them boys was there. Kelly boy, of course.
You said Greg Brown. Whew, special athlete.
That motherfucker had bounce fucking. But then we were sitting in the classroom, and I would play AAU, yeah, and I got my rebounds, but I was never like, you could say that guy, but I was never alpha. I call it alpha.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I was just tall, and now I'm on the team. They gonna walk in that bed. He pointed and said, "Frank gonna be the first guy for y'all to get a scholarship. This. We gonna go through Frank."
He said, "You gonna be the first guy to get a scholarship."
Everybody, fuck out of here. He can't even fucking walk and chew gum
at the same time.
He's still a fucking virgin.
Right, nigga, yeah.
Y'all, what's up with it, young world? Look, man, it's Frank Lou here, man. I need y'all to do me a favor. Grab your phone and then go to the YouTube app. All right, at YouTube, hit search and type in "Must Achieve Greatness." All right, Must Achieve Greatness. If you don't know how to spell it, ask Google or Siri. They got you. Look, once you go onto the page, go ahead, hit the page, hit the link, go ahead, hit subscribe, man. Like all that king shit we got going on there. All right, y'all stay tapped in with the king, man. Holla at me. You see his socks? That's what he told me. Like, yeah. Man, I ain't, bro. I'm like, all right, bet. I don't know. Let's go to work.
And then he brings in a Donnell Hammond.
Donnell motherfucking Hammond. To this fucking day, I talk to Donnell Hammond every week. Coach Hammond. He's still Coach Hammond. And my motherfucker.
How was that impact on you?
At that time, I didn't know what was happening between him and Mabry and how it affected me and how they were building me. And then, like, I was like KJ Brown is today, I was a soldier. So it was just like, Frank, go do this on the court, and I'm going to do it. Frank, go do this. He used to Coach Chad used to say, Frank, today, I don't give a fuck about the game. Next rebound you get, elbow that guy in the face. Just hit him in his face hard as you can with your elbow. Yes, sir.
And you go do it.
Tat, the fuck is you doing? Come to the bench, he slapped me and slapped me like, thanks, Frank.
Yeah,
but he was building me to be aggressive.
Right.
He was building me to say, nah, these niggas gonna get the fuck off me. And then that's when I was introduced to one-on-one training. I never had a trainer. It was always at the rec hooping.
Right.
Now I got a trainer, and now it's like legit one-on-one train. Outside the training we were doing, I would meet with Coach Mabry twice a week, Coach Ham twice a week. One-on-one training. Now, some of the drills, now that I know more drills, they would make me do it. It was like, okay. But then they had a purpose, like, to build quickness, to build, he made me play volleyball for me to get off of the ground quickly. He told me to play volleyball, just for that.
Right.
He told me to run track for stamina, so I ran track for stamina. And then during the workouts, he did a lot of balance stuff because I was uncoordinated.
Right.
So he had to give me coordination.
Right.
And with Coach Ham was a lot of ball handling, because really, if you're big and you can handle, then you're going to be by nature be coordinated and shooting. Right. And then there was a lot of weight room. We was clinging fucking iron, boy. The motherfuckers had me in that fucking weight room, boy. That shit used to hurt, and maybe screaming at me. And then shit, fuck it, real shit. We used to just fight.
Right, you go in. You used to go in.
Bro, I fought Coach Mabry on some wrestling shit, like plenty of times.
He used to put a nigga on the ass real fast.
And I'd get up like, fuck it, come on.
Mabry put you on your ass real fast now, just to see where you at. Yeah,
I loved it.
And one thing, let's talk about the weight room again with Mabry, because it was a 145 rule with Mabry.
You couldn't play the fucking varsity. You couldn't play varsity unless you hit 145 10 times. You couldn't play.
I don't give a fuck how good you is.
You ain't suiting up if you can't hit 145. And you better, if you can't do it, you better come to work that summer. And I ain't play football. Everybody else play football, so I couldn't. He had me working that whole summer.
To get that well,
you better hit that motherfucker.
You better get it, goddamn it.
Yeah, Mabry.
And this thing about, you know,
I love Mabry, bro.
one thing about Mabry, he instilled, you know, shit that made y'all men, better men.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Niggas had to really follow rules. It was an even rule with your hair.
Yes.
All men, if you had hair, what you had to do? You had to have them
he ran it like it was a fraternity, and we had to have the suits, and he made it structured to where we're listening, we're a team, and we were one band. But in high school, that's how for high school to be successful, that's basically how you got to do it, because the kids aren't mature enough to make decisions on their own. So you got to build that for them. So he gave us a fundamental package. Yeah, that's what he was doing. And that's from my perspective, right? Everybody, I done talked to different people, they have different perspectives of Coach Mabry. Like, when I talked to Dre Flem, shout out to Dre Flem.
Yeah.
That's another one that was running,
he was on that
always
varsity
running.
Shout out to Dre Flem.
Flem.
He fat as hell now, but he was on varsity.
Great defender, one of the best defenders I've ever played with at that age.
Definitely.
He still can shoot the rock. But his perspective is different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's what's funny. And then I'm pretty sure Drill got different perspective. Everybody, Keith got different. But this was my perspective of what Mabry was doing for me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, and rightfully so, he saw something different in you. You know what I mean? You got to think, 6'5", 6'6" kid.
I was taller.
There's a lot of potential there.
Great shoulders.
And you had, one thing Mabry always said about you, he had some of the best touch I ever seen. Now, you had some touch around the basket that
and I was not aware of it.
Have.
Yeah, I was not aware.
Definitely had that around the basket.
It improved. That bitch had 60. Is that 60% now?
Inside the lane, you had 60? Great touch.
Is that 60 now?
So let's talk about that. Coming into your senior year, as y'all was, the poster was groomed and ready. You, Jarrell Jones.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember
that. Fuck?
Yeah. Groomed and ready, bro.
We got that nostalgia.
Yeah,
what the fuck is a time machine?
And y'all go to where? The Reason.
I think, we lost to who?
The motherfuckers from Lansdowne.
What's the one person? It was Stanley Pringle. That motherfucker.
Stanley Pringle.
That bit had Bob. He still got it. Bob.
Stanley Pringle went to Penn State, the Nittany Lion, and he got down, put on the show.
Do his thing. Yeah, we lost to them. I mean, we had a lot of potential, a lot of expectations.
How was it going through that year?
It was tough. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I remember another player, Quante Patilio. He used to bark with me a lot.
Oh, yeah. How can we forget? God damn. Quante Patilio was on varsity.
That was real shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
He was going crazy. He was a dog. He was a dog. And he could do a lot of things.
Bro.
He could do a lot of things.
Dog.
Yeah.
I remember he played well a lot that year. He had my back on a lot of shit that year.
Mm-hmm.
I rebounded well, bro. I remember we went to Georgia. We did a little tournament in Georgia. I remember we got our ass whooped. But bro, we were chasing our ass. I ain't gonna hold you. They got to the point they put toilet paper on the door. They taped it there, know if you open the door or not.
Coach Carter jaw asses.
Bro, everybody on that team door was open.
Everybody went out that night, huh?
What? We was cutting up, bro. We didn't know how to act. Yeah, it's Josh Spence, Big Spence, shout out to Spence.
Yeah,
Spence was there too. He was young.
He
was a JV.
Young.
He was a
Irvin
JV.
Cashwell too. Shout out
Irvin was a JV. But he had 2 or 3 guys coming up and down.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, bro, we was at that year. I kept working out. I got me personally, I got a lot of publicity.
Yeah, you ended up
playing with Boo.
Yeah,
play with Boo.
Yeah, before we get into Boo, we got definitely gonna talk about that summer with Boo.
You got to pull it out of me, bro. You remember more than me, this motherfucker. Yeah, you got to pull that bitch out.
Senior year, you averaged 17.
You better not pull my. You better not pull up my goddamn stats. What I averaged my senior year?
17-10, and you was second team all time.
I was on top with or something.
How did that feel? Don't accolades.
I can't remember.
How did you feel?
Definitely grateful for at the time. I mean, again, I took a lot of stuff for granted as a kid.
Yeah, you gotta understand, like when you saying that in that era, what you played in, bro, it was a tough era of high school basketball, bro. You gotta understand that,
bro. The list goes on and on. Yeah. You could Vernon Macklin, Welsh.
It was right there. Yeah, PJ Jenkins was all time water with you.
Bro, the list is crazy. I already know. I know where I came from. You know what I mean? But at that time, like I know I was in the mix and I was doing my thing, but I wasn't like. Of course, yeah, I felt like I was the shit. I wanted UNC. I'm trying to hit UNC. So for me, if you want UNC, then it's like fuck, like keep. You know what I mean? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was. And then again, I started to turn it on my dogs off the court. So it's like now it's like I started to go to parties. Now about junior, senior, you know what I mean? I started, you know what I mean? I felt some titties now.
Now we seeing it.
You know what I mean? So it's a little
through.
different.
You done did you popped that cherry on.
So that's what people don't realize. When you think about basketball, you think about all aspects of that lifestyle. Don't just think about on the court, because everything off the court affects on the court affects off the court. You gotta think about it. And you gotta know yourself. So I was trying to find who I am at that particular time.
Right.
But I was blessed that I had a pops that no matter what I did that night before, he gonna wake me up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and we're gonna go to see Coach Ham at 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning. He gonna wake me up, and then after Coach Ham, I gotta go to the rec. My niggas at the rec. After Coach Ham, we're going to the rec. And then the next day, I'm on the track somewhere. I was going 2 or 3 days in campus.
Yeah, you was moving.
Still going out and hanging out with my niggas. And still finish with a 3.0.
And so that you would say that your dad and him, everybody
it was a group. It was a group. What I couldn't get from my pops, I got from Ham and Coach Mamie. If I couldn't get it from them, I got it from my mom. If I couldn't get it from them, like I got it from someone in my family.
Or them homeboys, or the friends.
And it's not a necessary, and I'm not talking about all monetary things.
Right.
It could have been knowledge.
Right.
It could have been some shoes.
Right.
It could have been a workout session.
Right.
It's nothing to call my nigga Champ. Even now to this day, he call you like, go to the gym. We in the gym together.
Right.
It's nothing like that's what we was doing. Like, man, let's go to the gym and we hooping together.
Right.
That's what we did.
Yeah, that is what it was.
Even after partying, we going to the gym. There's no not going to. We not sitting on the couch. We stopped playing video games for a while. We just in the fucking gym.
Ain't lying. So let's talk about that though. Going into now the senior, the people didn't know you graduated. You was younger when you graduated.
Yeah, I got like 17.
So you was able to play AAU for that Boo Williams. You know what I mean, following that. So how did that go? Playing with Boo Williams. Now you on the traveling 18. Now you playing, you know what I mean? You with Mike Scott. It's you, Mike Scott. It's Chris Wright that went to Georgetown. It's Cam Long. It's Clark that went to Georgetown. Jason Clark. Pat Patterson that went to Kentucky. Ed Davis, North Carolina.
Who else guards?
Shit. Stephon gone in here. Arkansas this time.
Bro, I know I'm missing some people. I can't remember every name on that goddamn list.
But just playing with them guys, bro. How was that? And traveling, now you playing the best in the country.
I'll tell you this. I know my parents was living the best fucking life at that fucking point as far as, because they're traveling and they're so proud of their fucking son.
Yeah, it was fun.
Hooping. You riding where they telling all my niggas come on.
Niggas coming, we ride.
Florida, Carolina, Maryland.
Shit, nigga, I'm telling niggas I'm motherfucking on the tip. Nigga, you know what I mean?
Best time. They loved it. I loved it. We was traveling. I was meeting people. As far as on the court, like, everybody had this thing, like, if you're on Boo Williams' team, you automatically get a look. And it was more solidified back then than it is now because the rules different now.
Yeah, in our era, let's talk about that a little bit. Let's speak on that a little. Like, see, in our era, it wasn't you go find an AAU team. It wasn't that unless you had a coach that put together a group and there may be some good high school guys. But if you weren't getting called to, and like you said, that was a coach that called you up. It wasn't you going to go find no AU teams, bro.
Yeah, a
phone call had to be made.
For the travel teams, for the big time travel teams, Boo Williams had that shit locked. And you had a couple of other teams, like I said, the Nighthawks was a pretty good team. And then you had Poncho had the Wildcat. Yeah. You had some of those teams.
But they're not playing in the same tournaments as that Boo Williams.
No, they're traveling and stuff, but they weren't not. Yeah, it's Boo, bro. Nike, Boo, all that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got Bubba Chuck, like the best, Lonzo Moore, the best play. Like that's who you're coming behind. So it's like sitting there. I didn't sit there and look at it like I'm looking at it. Okay, we're future professional basketball players. I didn't do that. I didn't see like.
You didn't see that.
No, we was living in the moment. We're kids. We don't know that. Hey, do you know that you're worth $20 million?
Mm-hmm.
I'm worth $100 million. You're worth $50 million. We don't know that. And honestly, our parents was enjoying it and they knew the potential and they were trying to get to college, but no one looked at it like, yo, somebody in this room is that nigga, like type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We were just hooping. Now I know I did from my perspective. I don't know how they thought. Now again, my main goal was UNC still. Like, I didn't go to prom because we had a tournament.
I remember that. Yeah.
UNC was gonna be there, and I'm trying to hit. Now, I don't know how many stars I got, and I won't on nobody fucking rank board, but still, I had a dream. Wow. So I'm like, I'm gonna go get this dream. I don't give a fuck.
What up, Vinny?
I know it's gonna come.
Well, let's tell you this: you were a 3-star.
There was 3. I had gave him 3 of them big stars. That's all I had.
Yeah, 3 stars. But hey, you was ranked, motherfucker. You was ranked.
I didn't
You was
know.
in the low. You know, you was in the. You was in the 170s. You know, close to 200.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
I gotta do more research on that, but yeah, you was a 3-star.
They gave me 3 of them bitches.
Yeah, you was a 3-star.
I ain't mad at it.
And that's acceptable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. So let's talk about you played, and let's get back to the Boo Williams thing. You saying you didn't see, you know. You didn't foresee, you know, not saying necessarily, you know, millions ahead of it, but that you was around something special that this can lead to something crazy. Because you got to think, the year before, Frank, you did play Boo Williams, but you was on the lower scale. And you played, but you seeing a Duke Cruz who was going crazy.
Yeah, colleges. Like, we're not looking past college. We're trying to get to college.
Okay.
We're trying to get to college. Everything was college. So now it's the mindset of a kid now in those situations or those. I would guess that it's like, yo, yeah. How they switching colleges, and some kids got options not even go to college. So say they're trying to wait, and parents are doing more research to see, okay, like, look, this is a real event. It's more of that going on now. Back then, we were just living in the moment. Right. Like, even back then, like, personal training wasn't as heavy as now it's heavy. Right. Back then, it wasn't. It won't. Yeah. I mean, in the area, I was one of the first guys that was getting training like that. Like, right. That's when it just started to pick up. Right. Like, Coach Ham went to Hawaii to get training. He won't be trained in. Right. You know, they ain't had as much access to trainers as they do now.
Right. Yeah. So after that AAU season, then what are the offers looking like? What are you thinking? You know what I mean? You know, this has
a lot of low mid major. I used to have piles and piles of letters, bro. I remember one of my teachers like, yo, I give you bonus credit to let you get a B in this class if you give me all your letters. I just want to keep them as memorabilia. Right. I said, give me that goddamn B. Take this shit.
Right. Why not?
Fuck, you tripping. I had some more. I ain't get them all, but I get what you know what I mean?
What was the highest offer you was looking at?
Penn State was volleyball.
Yeah, I remember that.
Penn State was volleyball.
I remember that.
They asked me to play JOs in volleyball Junior Olympics. I didn't want to go.
Yeah, you definitely had some accolades in volleyball. Yeah. Basketball, what was it? I know Clemson was giving you a little look.
Akron. Yeah, I got letters for everybody.
Akron, definitely.
Pitt gave me some letters. Some big East schools gave me some letters, but I mean, the story of my life is, I mean, all the big schools and big programs always wanted to, but they never pulled the trigger. I always had to like kind of pave my way. So, I mean, the actual offers I had, money on the table, I remember Winthrop, Florida Atlantic, of course, Norfolk State, bit shot Norfolk State, Hampton, a Maryland school, a mid-major Maryland school. Like, it was like I had like 15 offers from like mid-majors and low mid-majors. And then I didn't want any of them. Like I said, I wanted UNC. Right. And then I didn't pick nobody, didn't go nowhere. And then I went to a open gym. We were just chilling. Mabry said, hey, it's an open gym over the big guy that went to Clemson. The white buff guy's name. It's an open gym over at Norfolk Collegiate.
Yeah, the boy Petra Cronin.
Yeah, he went from around here. Go, hey, he was like, Frank, who you with? I said, Coach, Frank, you knew I was with the team. I was like, I'm with everybody. It was like 7 of us. I mean, go over there. So we went over there, bro. We just did what we did. We bust their ass. And everybody who was there to see him came in and was talking to me. And as far as grade-wise, I had a 3.0, and I didn't really have a good SAT, so I went to ODU.
And let's talk about that. The decision to go to Old Dominion. Who was the guy that came and you said, you know what? Who recruited? Who was the guy? Who was
the first guy I saw was Corrigan and Wilkes.
Jim Corrigan.
And they were at that open gym. And like I said, VTech was there, Clemson. After the jump, bro, everybody there. It was like 7 or 8 colleges, big-time colleges, and ODU.
Do you remember where this open gym was?
North Collegiate.
Okay.
Bro, niggas was throwing it off the glass. I was like going crazy. Back in high school, I was moving like that. And then we skunk beat a nigga like 10 games. Champ was there, Drake Flannel, We was going crazy, D-Block.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, between my age and then my SAT scores and my grades, and then on top of that, my dad wanted to see me play and my mom wanted to see me play. And ODU finally offered me, and they said, look, I know Frank Young. I know he got to develop. We'll offer him, and he can sign either if he got to hit this SAT score. If he don't hit this SAT score, he got to go to Fort Union or Master Nut. And I'm traveling to them. But he's going to be signed to us, but he's going to go there to work.
Right.
If he hit this SAT score, he could just come here in redshirt.
Right.
So then we started visiting all the schools, and I saw these military schools, and I said, fuck that. I'm going this SAT shit, man. I was studying for like 3 weeks, night and day, and I got that bit. And I went straight to ODU.
Straight to ODU.
Bro, I was not going to military school, boy.
Now, on that trip, did you run into Ben Finney and Mike Scott? Because, you know, they took that year. They was getting ready to take that year.
Running into them, bro, they were my bros. It was just...
They were there.
They was... At that point, it was like summertime, so it was like off-season type shit. They weren't there at that time.
No. They was about to go.
Bro, one of them chicks I probably just left their house and went over there type shit. Like, we was that... Like, we was all over... Like, Mike used to... We was over each other's house and chilling. So, yeah.
So let's talk about that then. You know, your first year, you get into Old Dominion. Yeah. Big man. Now you the man on... Well, you ain't big man on the motherfucking campus. Yeah, but big man on his own.
I thought
big man on his own now on campus, man. You got down coming in. How is it? You in Norfolk.
Boy.
You in the heart of motherfucking Norfolk. Frank said.
I'm 17, bro, living in a nice-ass apartment, bro. And I'm at the crib, bro. I got my... Like a little purple Durango. I got my little car.
The motherfucking Durango.
Purple bit used to move it.
We used to make some shit happen in Durango, them.
I bet you don't move.
We used to go around the city like a motherfucking duck. You was now free to move about the country.
This nigga crazy.
We used to go around them.
This nigga crazy. That bitch was moving on it. That bitch was on that goddamn road, bitch. Stop playing with me.
She used to move around. So let's talk about it. You know, freshman, you go red shirt. How does that feel? Did you think you was coming in there to play right away?
No, I was redshirted, bro.
You already...
Bro, I'm partying.
Yeah. Frank was...
I almost failed that first year. People don't know. Me and Keon Carter, Pop.
Shout out to Pop. Papa Key. From the motherfucking Keys.
I first met Pop, bro.
Keon Carter, he came in, he redshirted with you too.
This nigga had on a 5X shirt. Big ass Jabot shorts.
Oh Lord!
Wear a size 15 shoe. We got a size 18 shoe on. He said, "I got these shits from the goddamn outlet. I stole them." What are you talking about? I'm like, bro, you look
nutty. Like a fucking fluke. Man, shout out Keon Carter, man.
Oh, that's my bro. I call him every day, bro. I love that nigga, bro. I love him. Yeah. And then I had at the time we was wearing them tight ass fitted shirts.
Yeah, oh Lord, nigga used to love a small white tee.
Shirt.
You could wear any pant.
Fitted.
You just make sure your shoes real fresh, and you wear a small white fucking tee.
Them shoes used to be crazy. You used to have all color guys.
What a fucking era. Nigga used to have everything, any type of shoe. And you gotta have some good jeans too. That was jean check era, so you gotta have good jeans.
Bro, that's what we was about at that time. We was trying to find our way socially, bro. We was freshmen, and I wasn't playing. We knew we weren't playing. No one got no time. So at that point, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. We was fucking partying. Partying, having the most fun of my fucking life. Doing shit I ain't had no business doing.
Just gone.
I ain't had no business doing half the shit I did.
It turned up. Oh, the man. I mean, it's different. You know, it's a school that's one of the most diverse schools in the country.
Great school, great opportunities. I made a lot of great people, a lot of networking. Yeah, like I said, at that point, my freshman year, I really wasn't. I just got to school, so it was just like, and I'm living on. I'm 17. We're on 17 or 18.
Right. Yeah.
With my own car, and I got my own apartment. I'm tall. Like people fucking with me. I'm hooping every day. Fuck this school shit. What are you talking about? That was my mental. I swear to God, I was just partying. I almost failed.
Yeah.
Coach had to call me in his office, called Pops and everything. I was like, yo, I don't know what you. You can't here to work and get better, not do this shit. What are you doing?
Right.
Bro.
Out of shape, all types.
Hey, bitch used to cuts me out every chance I get. And then that summer I hurt my ankle. Ankle was swollen. So on top of me fucking up, I played in a Norfolk game and I hurt my ankle.
Pro-am,
Joe. Yep, swollen ankle. So I ain't done nothing on the court. Now I got a swollen ankle going into the season.
That you're supposed to be playing.
You feel what I'm saying?
You're finally eligible to play. And going into that redshirt freshman year, You know, you play respectable. You know what I mean? You actually start 16 games as a redshirt freshman out of 33. Give him 20 minutes a night.
Yeah.
And you give him 5 points, 4 rebounds. So that ain't too bad as a, redshirt freshman. How did you feel going into that year? Or how did you feel to have that year, fared for y'all?
I think I got a lot of tick that year, a lot as far as for a freshman coming in. Cause Blaine wasn't really known for playing as freshman.
Right.
And he had to start with the year because honestly, we had a down year at that position.
Right. Just lost Honor Dahi.
We had a down at that position, and then we had Gerald Lee, but then he couldn't handle everything by himself. So I mean, it was opportunity for me. I mean, we had Sam Harris, 7'4" cat, but then it's like it got to I'm a dog, bro. I'm just a dog. So it's and he knew that. No matter what, Blaine Taylor saw that in me.
Right.
The shit he used to put me through, the shit he used to call me, and how he used to treat me, and what I kept coming right fucking back. Yeah. And he saw that. Me and Keon was right beside me, like, fuck you talking about? And I was still fucking partying. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Fuck.
Yeah, I'm coming
I
back.
was built like that.
Right.
I still am, but I'm saying that to say he saw that in me, and he related to that. So he was like, I gotta trust him. And then again, after that happened, and that year, bro, I played with a fucking cast on my shit.
I remember that.
I said, fuck it. So when they saw that, and now it's okay, now it's the same story kind of repeating itself. So now I'm flying to Hawaii to go train with Pete Newell, Big Man
Yeah,
camp.
you took the Big Man camp.
And now and Coach Corrigan and Coach Taylor like, look, get training. Dude, and they introduced me to different people, and now I'm flying for training.
Now, how was that, flying to Hawaii, the Big Man camp? I remember we used to talk about that. You seeing guys who on the same level with you now.
Yeah.
These guys niggas, the ones at North Carolina, now y'all all together and y'all working out. How is that? Now you get to measure yourself against these guys as well as get the training. How was that?
I remember at that time going into it felt pretty good. It felt like, okay, now I can see where I'm at with other people. And when I actually did see where I'm just a dog. So I was out dogging them. But then I didn't have a full skill set like that. Like I couldn't really handle the rock, and then I didn't know what my go-to was. I was a great rebounder. I ran the floor, and then I had a little jump shot. A little sometimes.
15 for 12, little 12.
But then it was like quick shots I was doing, but I had no move. So then I learned in the whole big man camp, they said you cannot dunk. Nobody here can dunk. Don't dunk the ball. We're going to work on touch the whole time. And then we was doing different post moves to get the hook shots and different type of up and down, like on some Hakeem Olajuwon shit.
Right, yeah.
It was like that vibe the whole time. All big men.
Right.
And then we were running the floor. It was teaching us how to run the floor. And then teaching us how to get to a pick and roll, pick and short pop, stuff like that. Very basic. So I mastered that type stuff at that point. Had a great year. And then like after that, I just kept I met Bobby Dandridge. Shout out to the NBA legend Bobby Dandridge. I trained under him for a couple years. And that all this happened, I'm still training with motherfucking Coach Ham. So I'm now training with Bobby Dandridge, Coach Ham, and then I met my motherfucking brother, Crisco.
Shout out to motherfucking Crisco.
I met Crisco my junior year, and then so people don't realize, bro, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Even Kent Bazemore, bro. Now me and Kent become tight.
So we saying, okay, before we get there, Crisco comes in the summer going into the junior year.
Yes.
So he coming in the summer going into the junior year. And before we go there, who's on ODU's team at this time?
Oh, you want to see the players.
On this time, we got Darius James from Virginia Beach. He with the team. You got Ben Finney from Portsmouth.
That's my dog.
He on the team.
That's my motherfucking dog.
You got Kent Bazemore. Shout out to Kent Bazemore in the NBA right now. Been, 10, 11 years now.
Doing this thing.
Kent Bazemore was a young pup on the team. You had a Gerald Lee.
Nick Wright at that time.
Nick Wright just coming in.
Yes.
Chris Coop from goddamn Alexander, Virginia was a problem. Yeah. A Markel Delancey.
Yeah.
A Tree.
Yeah.
A Tree.
We had Trent Eliadis and Batten.
Batten not yet. Batten then coming into after that.
After. He came later.
He was in there.
We had Gerald Lee. And again, Keon and Marshall was still there.
Keon and Marshall was still there. And John Adams.
John
Adams from fucking Tennessee.
Tennessee by way of Atlanta. That
was a dog, boy. He played with. He played with some motherfuckers though. He was like real shit. Mr. Basketball in high school. He was supposed to come to ODU and really be that thing, bro. Played with Corey Brewer in high school.
I remember he
was the
loved to
Mr.
go.
Basketball at Tennessee, bro.
He loved to go right. Had a nasty right hand floater.
And he could slam that basketball, boy.
If
he
he get a fucking step,
he
bitch,
gonna bang that bitch down, bro.
Boy,
that nigga was
that shit used to hurt. That shit used to sound.
Hey, that nigga J.A. That nigga used to get up and punch
Caught
that
that
motherfucker.
bit, but every
that was
chance
his
he
shit.
got.
That one right there. Wow.
Don't say 2 words to him though. He was the first one to swing off the court.
Yeah, no. He was the one. Want to joke. He
ain't going none of that.
Yeah, he was the nigga won't going for that shit.
If you go, bro, if you come at him.
J.A. won't go. Shout out to J.A., man.
Everybody that threw jokes to him, you got to throw the hands right after. So just be prepared. You say it, you got them back it up.
Oh man, J.A., he was a treat to be around, boy.
Bro, great guy, bro. I love him, bro.
Even the Gerald Lee, the Finland part. Finish.
Great skill work, bro. Great skill. I seen him in pro ball too. Oh, I loved it. I love playing against. I wanted to play against him so bad, and that's because I respected him so much.
And how was that? Y'all meeting? You know what I'm saying? You and him meeting on that pro level.
Thrashed him. Like I better.
You had to do it. That was one of those.
Better.
Because you know what? That was a thing in your career as ODU. Who was better? Gerald Lee or Frank? That was always a thing. Because he came in, he played right away as a freshman. He didn't have to redshirt.
Because he was the chosen one but right though. He was supposed to be. He was. The fuck? Gerald Lee at the fucking freshman in the sophomore.
That nigga was.
I didn't know what the fuck to do with. The only way I can do it is try to bully him off the court.
You had to mentally fuck with Gerald Lee.
You know what I mean? That's the only way I can do it. Me and Pop,
tonight, I'm going to slap you.
Bro, we used to jump and just go in his room, fuck it. Me and Pop fuck with him.
Yeah.
J.A. eating his food. He like, who ate my bread? Like, fuck your bread.
And he come to practice and fuck you.
And Taz.
Gerald Lee was a motherfucker. I never seen a guy so smooth at that side at that time. Like,
smooth game,
that
bro.
motherfucker was smooth, bro.
Fadeaways, hooks. He can dribble. He can actually get it off the rim and bring it, shoot the tray.
Yeah.
But like on the court though, you couldn't punk him because he knew who he was. And if any other body, he didn't really talk shit. But if anybody else try to fuck with him, we ain't letting that happen. Right. We ain't letting that's Meatloaf. That's coach called him Flicker. That's the prize horse. And rightfully so, he did his fucking job. We got to shoot with him.
But listen, so before we go to Chris Cole coming in,
yeah, Big Cat.
You know what you did to end that sophomore year? I should have pulled a trophy out of the motherfucking back.
Oh, a little CIT joint.
You went to CIT?
CTI. See something.
CBI. You went to CBI.
I can't remember that shit.
Bro. Y'all win it. Old Dominion wins it, and you get the motherfucking MVP.
Who, bro?
Now you're getting the accolades of MVP. And we talking about Gerald Lee still on this team now. You know what I mean? We talk about goddamn some guys now.
Bro, we all hoop, bro. I was blessed enough to take it happened, bro. I don't know what to say, bro. I was hooping.
That's always been something in your career. You notice that when it was time,
I hoop, bro. I don't know what you want to think. It's just I hoop, bro. I love it. I love hooping. When they get to that point and when it's like I love even pressure on me more, bro. That's just me. I'm a hoop. And all of us is built like that. All of us did.
Do it feel like pressure when you out there like that? Is it pressure?
You know exactly what it feel like when you perform. When you get on the stage and you perform. The same exact feeling. When you excited and you about to murk some shit, the same feeling. Like, and you want that. Some people scared of that. They run from it. They call it anxiety and they get shit. Nah, I want that. Fuck that. We want that bitch here first.
Head on.
I'm a little nutty when it comes to shit like that.
So now we going to a junior year.
Yeah.
You just got the MVP. You got a Chris Kovinsky now. You and his relationship.
Big Cat?
No. You get a Crisco.
Crisco. Damn right. We call him the Big Cat.
Oh shit, he calling him motherfucking
the Big Cat.
You got a nickname
Shout
like
out to the Big Cat,
Shout
bro.
out to the motherfucking Big Cat.
Fucking Big Cat. That is the monarch.
We were young. We ain't know no better. Adolescents, you know. As we grew, now it's grown to something bigger. And I love it and I can respect it. Now we all just entrepreneurs and trying to build our brand. MAG it's a brand, you know. The acronym must achieve greatness. Striving for greatness.
King shit.